Amidst an uneasy calm in Leh, Wangchuk's wife has spoken out saying violence broke out after use of tear gas. She's also claiming that Sonam never instigated any violence. Let's listen.
यूथ उस दिन शांति प्रिय तरीके से प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे। अगर सीआरपीएफ ने टीयर गैस नहीं चलाई होती तो ये एक बहुत पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट होने जा रहा था, क्योंकि हमारे इंस्टीट्यूशन के स्टाफ और स्टूडेंट्स ने हमसे लीव मांग के वहां जाने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट किया था। और पिछले 5 सालों में और 10 सालों में, जब से ये 6th शेड्यूल स्पेशली चल रहा है, ये हमने देखा है कि सोनम वांगचुक के नेतृत्व में जो भी अनशन हुए हैं, जो भी पदयात्राएं हुई हैं, वो एब्सोल्युटली गांधीयन तरीके से, एब्सोल्युटली नॉन वायलेंस को फॉलो करते हुए हुई हैं। उन्होंने अपनी पूरी जिंदगी ग्रास रूट लेवल में एजुकेशन पे काम करने में बिताई। जिस इंसान का लाइफ का मकसद ही हो कि वो युवा पीढ़ी को आगे ले जाए, इंस्पायर करे, वो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऐसे वायलेंट प्रोटेस्ट क्यों करवाएगा और उस पर ये क्यों दोष दिया जा रहा है?
Let me also go across to my colleague Ieshan, who's joining us. So Ieshan, we've seen not just Wangchuk's wife has been saying that he's been victimized, but there are also, of course, the Leh Apex body now that has taken a strong stance. They're refusing to participate in the ongoing talks with the centre now. They're demanding an unconditional release of Wangchuk. Anything more that you're hearing or what could transpire? First of all, if you could outline more of their demands and what response is the Leh administration, for example, giving in response to claims that Wangchuk has been made a scapegoat, for example?
Well, the administration and the police has been clear that there are certain links that they have found of Sonam Wangchuk, leaving aside the case which the CBI is probing about the financial transactions that his NGO has done. Apart from that, there's an investigation that is going on from the police side. And even we spoke to SD Jamwal, the DGP, when we were in Leh, and he clearly said that they have held one of the Pakistan's intelligence officer who had information about Sonam Wangchuk, and there are certain communication that they have also picked up. So on that basis, there is arrest that has been done. But apart from that, the people of Ladakh are unhappy about the way in which the protesters were dealt with. Their main accusation is the sort of tear gas and the sort of action that was meant to them has disturbed peace in Ladakh, and people of Ladakh are peace-loving. They were sitting on a protest, and there was no need to fire tear gas. But police, in response to this, because we asked police when we were there in Leh, that why did they open fire? They said that the buildings were being set fire and public property was being set fire, and the law gives them a permission that when they feel there's a threat to the security, that when there's a threat to such kind of actions are undertaken, they are bound to shoot so that the property, so that people could be saved. And they claim that there were also CRPF personnel inside one of these buildings when it was set fire, including 3 women personnel, and that's why it became compulsory for them to do it. But the argument that Sonam Wangchuk's wife is putting forward is that what was the need to fire tear gas at first, which led to stone pelting, and Ladakh has never witnessed that kind of scene. So there are stories that both sides have to share, but the big story out of all of this is that talks have come to a grinding halt because there are 2 bodies which are representing Ladakh right now with the centre. One is Kargil Democratic Alliance and one is Leh Apex body, which is going for talks with the MHA. 6th was the high-powered committee was going to sit down in New Delhi at the new MHA office, and they were going to talk about that how the resolution has to be done. Because MHA has been clear that they have been meeting demands from time to time, but these bodies are saying that these are time-bound tactics. They first want 6th schedule of the constitution since they have a sizable tribal population. Second is they want the statehood to be restored so that what they call as an outsiders will take jobs, outsiders will take their resources, and their environment can be hampered by the use of these minerals and resources from Ladakh. That is what is disturbing them. They want certain guarantees in regard to them so that their lives could be secured. That's their main argument. The youth, they feel, has been unemployed and they have been dejected. They have been promised jobs, but there are not a lot of jobs in Ladakh. It's a remote area. And that is one of the factors why they are claiming that people came out on the streets, they agitated, they held protests. And now what they want is that the government should come with an immediate resolution to all these issues. And they would not speak to the MHA until Sonam Wangchuk is released, until there is peace in Ladakh, and such allegations of Pakistan, foreign hand, and all these links are taken back. And there should be a judicial inquiry, a manner in which the CRPF opened fire at the protesters, whether it was right or wrong. They want some judge to figure it out, that the sort of environment that has been created in Ladakh has derailed the entire Ladakhi population, and they don't want any quote-unquote anti-national tag on them, that they were holding the tricolor on that day while they were protesting, and they took out the picture of Ambedkar when the tear gas shelling took place. So they have been saying that there's an anger against one party, but we stand with the nation. But there should be resolution of the issues of people of Ladakh, which they have been trying to peacefully do from the last several years. But police and the MHA has a different argument, that they have been trying to ensure that they are given their due rights, that the border area is taken care of. But now, how it goes from here onwards, will it lead to the release of Sonam Wangchuk or not? One has to wait and watch.
Yes, but visuals that transpired as far as that violence in Leh Ladakh is concerned certainly doesn't suggest that it was peaceful. There were even the security officers' vans and vehicles that were set on fire. That doesn't really happen. And tear gas, if that is the allegation, shouldn't lead to that kind of arson and burning that we saw so quickly.